Words appear. WB Games presents a NetherRealm Studios production. An old man stands in front of a caravan near a crowd.
My friends, your patience is about to be rewarded. For I have saved the best for last. I have recently discovered a cure-all of unrivaled potency. It will soon be on the shelves in every home of Outworld. This elixir is crafted from an ancient recipe. It has Patreon flowers, Margovian nectar, powdered teeth of an Arctican dragon. All this and more, infused with powerful Lycorian magic. There is a village in the next canton over, where everyone has purchased this miracle cure. Overnight, all diseases, even Tarkat, have disappeared. Now, magic this potent is expensive. And I am sure you're asking yourselves, can I afford it? But the true question you must ask is, can I afford to be without it?
You lie, Shang Tsung. Your cures are useless.
The crowd parts for a bald man as he strides to Shang Tsung, fists hanging at his sides.
I'm sorry. You are?
Someone fool enough to have believed you. My daughter was dying when you came to my farm. You promised a miracle, and I gave you all I had. But only days later, she was dead.
That is impossible. My magic could not have failed her.
There was no magic! I took your elixir to an Imperial mage, and you know what she said?
The bald man snatches a potion from him and throws it down.
It's nothing! Just Bourgeois tea!
The mage is mistaken, kind sir. My elixirs are of superior quality. Their efficacy is guaranteed.
The bald man flings him to the ground. Shang Tsung raises his hands as the crowd closes in around him. Lightning flashes over Shang Tsung's caravan at night. Lamplight pours out from it. Shang Tsung emerges from a door in his caravan, a small case in one hand. He slowly takes a seat on the small wooden stairway leading from his caravan door. He opens the case, revealing a mirror inside. He squeezes his eyes shut, then reaches for his head. His long grey beard drops to the muddy ground. Shang Tsung regards his reflection, now younger, beardless, and with shorter hair.
It is an excellent ruse, your disguise.
A woman stands nearby.
Backwater folk are far more likely to trust a kindly old man.
Here on behalf of a dissatisfied customer. If it's revenge you want, have at it. If it's restitution, there's nothing left.
What I want, Shang Tsung, is to elevate you, to make you the great sorcerer that now you can only pretend to be.
A generous offer. Why me?
You are uniquely resilient. Who else could eke out a living traveling Outworld's hinterlands, selling quack cures and fake magic?
A living? It is barely survival.
And you were meant for more. To live among kings, not peasants. But since before you were born, you have been conspired against by those who fear how formidable you could become.
How do you know this? Who are you?
I am your deliverer, Shang Tsung. Join me, and I will put the realms at your feet.
Water streams down Shang Tsung's face as he meets the woman's glowing blue eyes. He smiles toothily. A title appears, Mortal Kombat 1. Three men wearing sun hats plow a farm by various cottages. Power line towers hang crookedly near them. An ornate building sits on a mountain peak looming behind.
This is a good harvest, Kung Lao.
Yes. It is a blessing, Raiden.
You would rather we starve?
No, of course not. But we've worked these fields since we were kids. In 40 years, we'll still be here. Stooped and feeble like Old Man Wei.
An old man glares at them and spits. Kung Lao waves.
As long as I've known you, you've dreamed of leaving Fengjiang. Why can't you be happy here?
Our ancestors fought in great wars. They died with honor and glory. Stories of our great adventures will be passed down for generations.
It may not be glorious, but what we do helps the village thrive.
I know. But is it so wrong to want some excitement?
If that's what you want, may I suggest a bet? Dinner at Madame Beau's tonight. Last to fill their cart pays.
You work faster than me? Ha! Since when? You're on, Raiden.
Kung Lao and Raiden both smirk while they shake hands. The two men pass the day harvesting cabbages from their field and throwing them into separate carts. Kung Lao wipes sweat from his brow, then quickly pushes his cart with Raiden down a dirt road to the cottages. A woman uses a kettle to pour tea into a pair of small porcelain cups on a table in a crowded restaurant. She carries a platter with the cups and kettle away as Kung Lao and Raiden walk in.
That is amazing.
I am starving. I wonder what Madame Beau is making tonight.
An old woman approaches.
For you two, whatever you want.
Thank you, Madame Beau. You spoil us.
Like the sons I never had.
Madame Beau leads them to an outdoor dining area. They sit at one of the many tables.
Have you two been practicing my lessons?
As we can. The harvest leaves us little time for martial arts.
Since your first words, Kung Lao, you've mouthed nothing but excuses. If you fail to prepare...
Your preparations will fail you.
Good. You haven't forgotten. But we'll see if I make you anything special tonight.
I'm glad you're paying. Madame Beau might just pad the bill with her anger.
I am paying? You finished work last.
But I delivered my cart first.
Delivered? Huh. The bet was filled.
That's not what I remember.
So that's how it is, eh? What do you say we settle this man to man?
They walk off.
Wait, you mean fight?
Yes. Right here, right now. Madame Beau can watch, critique our form.
A hooded man with glowing white eyes watches them pass by.
Best 2 out of 3?
Fair enough.
We must be careful. Madame Beau will kick us out if we break something.
Oh, this won't last long enough for that to happen. You will be down in no time.
Fight!
You're boring me. Must we go another round? We both know how this ends.
Lao bows to the watching crowd while Raiden kneels. Kung Lao helps him up.
You haven't beaten me yet.
The day's coming, Kung Lao.
Keep telling yourself that.
A variety of plates and bowls with scraps of food in them sit on Kung Lao and Raiden's table.
You were hungry.
Oh.
Everything was delicious, Madame Bo.
Thank you, Raiden. You boys are always a pleasure to cook for.
Raiden hands her cash, but his face drops as she beckons for more. A breeze wafts a bill from his hand toward a man in a dark garb and gas mask. He closes his fist around the bill, then looks toward Kung Lao and Raiden.
Madame Bo, the Lin Kuei await your answer.
5 people in dark clothes and cloth masks stand with him. He advances on Madame Bo.
I have been busy, Smoke.
She steps away.
The Lin Kuei? Who are they?
Don't know, but I don't like where this is going.
What do we do?
Stay ready.
Madame Bo, it is a simple choice. Pay for our protection, or risk harm to this fine establishment.
You'll get nothing from me.
That, Madame Bo, is unfortunate.
He turns to the Lin Kuei warriors and nods. They flip tables and chairs. Madame Bo punches Smoke's face. He blocks her next flurry of jabs, then flips her through a railing. She falls onto a table below, breaking.
Madame Bo!
Kung Lao and Raiden quickly get up from their table and fight their way through the Lin Kuei warriors. Smoke throws a smoke bomb, then jumps through the spreading cloud and kicks Kung Lao and Raiden to the floor.
You two are brave, but against us, you are in over your head.
We don't care who you are or who you are with. You will not menace Madame Bo.
Fight!
You picked the wrong person to extort, ruffian.
To keep you unharmed, Madame Bo will have to pay extra.
Now who's in over his head?
Raiden punches a Lin Kuei, who stumbles back. Kung Lao grabs him, then drops him.
This was you?
Honestly, I'm surprised too.
Come on, let's help Madame Bo.
A figure in blue, Sub-Zero, watches from a rooftop. He throws a bolt of ice at their feet. A man in yellow, Scorpion, paces over while spinning a kunai-tipped rope dart. His upper arms are bare, showing a scorpion tattoo.
Freeze where you stand.
Sub-Zero shoots another ice bolt. It strikes the railing behind them.
How does he do that?
I have no idea.
You interfere with Lin Kuei business. Leave, or face our wrath.
Abandon Madame Bo. Not happening.
Sub-Zero leaps onto Raiden and tackles him down a stairway. The rope dart wraps around Kung Lao's leg. Scorpion pulls at him with it. He yanks Kung Lao to the floor and drags him closer. Kung Lao rolls to his feet, then jumps and spin kicks Scorpion's head.
Want more? I have plenty.
You should have fled when you could. Prepare to regret ever crossing the Lin Kuei.
Fight!
I'm not regretting this yet. It is you who will regret crossing me.
Kung Lao watches Sub-Zero kick Raiden into a pillar from the balcony. Raiden looks up, then climbs the pillar to the level above. Sub-Zero eyes him, then kicks two legs out from under a table, turning it into a ramp. He uses it to vault through the air and kick Raiden on the upper level. Raiden staggers into a bar counter where a man drinks. Raiden grabs a cleaver from a pig's head sitting on the bar and swings it at Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero weaves around the blade and Raiden slices off the cap of the man's liquor bottle. He pours it into a cup. Sub-Zero blasts ice at Raiden, freezing his hands to the bar. The man plucks a bit of the ice and drops it into his drink. Kung Lao throws his hat at Sub-Zero's head. It bounces off harmlessly. Smirking, Kung Lao shrugs.
Incompetent.
Kung Lao chucks a circular chakram decoration. It nicks Sub-Zero and plunges into a wall.
Oh, that works.
I have had enough of you.
Then go, before I put you down like the rest of your Lin Kuei.
You haven't a prayer against the Lin Kuei's Grand Master.
Fight!
Attacker hits the victim's face with a hook, then twists their arm to break their shoulder. Sub-Zero slides on ice shards which stab up through his victim's abdomen and skull. He then chops down with an ice war hammer.
Sorry, but I have to ask. Can any of you Lin Kuei fight? sure you're a grandmaster?
Kung Lao picks up his hat, then eyes the chakram decoration stuck in the wall. He strokes the hat's brim.
Interesting. Kung Lao! Over here!
Raiden checks Madame Beau's pulse as she lies inert, eyes shut. Kung Lao hurries over to them.
Madame Beau.
She's out cold.
Oh no, is she...
Dead? Not yet.
She gets to her feet, lips a cigarette, then ignites it with a lighter.
Madame Beau, how are you...
Kung Lao.
The hooded man with the glowing white eyes approaches them. Madame Beau takes a drag from her cigarette while the man meets her eye.
So, Madame Beau, are they ready?
A bit thick in the head, perhaps. But they are ready.
His eyes are glowing.
I am Lord Liu Kang, God of Fire and Protector of Earthrealm.
God? Earthrealm?
Madame Beau has been preparing you for this moment since you were boys. Today, you have proven worthy of joining my champions.
This fight was... a test?
Of your ability and character, yes.
Liu Kang looks to the upper level.
Li Han, Kuai Liang.
Smoke, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and the other numerous Lin Kuei warriors get to their feet. Kung Lao crosses his arms and crinkles his nose as Sub-Zero and Scorpion step to him and Raiden. The others stand along the balcony. Sub-Zero and Scorpion stand on either side of Liu Kang.
So these two aren't thugs?
The Lin Kuei is a centuries-old clan dedicated to Earthrealm's defense.
You keep saying Earthrealm. Don't you mean Earth?
You boys have so much to learn.
Earth is only a part of Earthrealm. Earthrealm itself is one of many realms. Together, they comprise the whole of the universe.
The realms can be fierce, bitter rivals. That's why we need champions to defend ours.
The time draws near for the grand martial arts tournament between Earthrealm and the realm of Outworld. Held once each century, it allows each realm to demonstrate its strength. While our realms are at peace, there are Outworlders who would prefer us to be at war. Our victory in the tournament will temper their zeal.
I've taught you everything I can. You must finish your training with Lord Liu Kang.
More training? These two couldn't defeat us. What?
They were pulling their punches.
Had we not held back, you would not have survived.
Come. The monks at the Wuxi Academy await to continue your tutelage.
I am ready, Lord Liu Kang.
And you, Raiden?
Li Fengjian? I'm needed here.
Earthrealm needs you, Raiden. You'll best serve the village by being one of its champions.
I understand.
Excellent. I will join you soon. First, there are other champions I must gather.
Sunlight soaks through a jungle canopy. A man in a leather jacket and wide-brim hat hacks through the foliage with a machete. Another younger man with a backpack and rifle trails.
Shang Tsung. Reptile. Frost. Kano. The Great Hall.
Frost lobs ice daggers through the victim's chest, then leaps to skewer their chest with icy knives on her feet. Shang Tsung injects his victim with a green syringe. The toxin causes bones to mutate out of their innards like roots. Kung Lao picks up his hat, then eyes the chakram decoration stuck in the wall. He strokes the hat's brim.
Interesting.
You disturb Katarabala's slumber. For your sin, you die.
Fight.
Got no time to die, crazy lady.
The man with the hat rushes over.
You okay?
Yes, we ready?
The younger man nods and detonates a bomb that blows up a pillar. The pillar falls and they fist bump.
Physics for the win. Let's go.
They walk across the fallen pillar above the pool of mercury and explore deeper into the overgrown tomb. They stop by the corpse of Kataravala. The man with the hat brushes his hand across its shield. The younger man exclaims,
This'll be worth millions.
It belongs in a museum.
He grabs the shield. The younger man leans in, and Kataravala's face turns. He staggers back and falls into the mercury. He struggles, but the liquid overtakes him.
Adam!
Kataravala swings a spiked mace. The man dodges and jumps onto the pillar. It strikes the shield and throws him onto the ground. He quickly sits up as it pounces. It chucks away its broken mace. It stalks over.
You will not have it.
He rises.
You don't need it. You're dead. Speaking of which, you just killed my best friend. And I'm not one to forgive and forget.
Fight.
This one's for you, Adam. Smash to black. Now where's that shield?
He sprints past Kataravala.
I am not yet defeated.
Yes, you are.
He spins, chucks the shield, and cuts its head off clean. The shield slams against a wall and bounces back into his hand.
Time to go home.
Cut! Credit!
I knew it! Woo! I felt that one. You felt it too, right?
Crew member.
Temple of Kataravala, take 39, tail slap.
Director.
That's a wrap.
In a studio, crew cheer. The director takes off a headset and hands it to a woman. The hatted man shakes his hand.
Steven, this was fantastic. Thank you. Oh, just like the old days. And these props. Jimbo killed it.
Steven takes the shield.
You did too, Johnny. Hey, about my pitch. You know, the karate zombie thing? I'm thinking 4 films. Maybe a streaming series? Johnny, I don't have... You're right. Not here. I'll swing by your office after I change.
I can't. Have to meet with the editors.
Walking away.
Marshall will call you.
Johnny pumps a fist in the air.
Great! Have your assistant call me.
A blonde woman.
That was great, hon.
Wasn't it, though? We need to celebrate. I'm thinking private party.
Johnny, we need to talk.
She walks off, and Johnny hangs his head. Later, in a luxury mansion in the hills.
You're not the martial arts megastar you once were, honey. You're lucky Steven owed you a favor.
I'm telling you, Chris, we're fine.
Can you join me in the fact-based universe just once? We're broke. We have to cut back.
Cut back? On what?
Step 1 is selling this place.
I need a refill.
Johnny, we can't keep this up. You spent $10,000 on that sculpture, $30,000 on that drone, and this damn sword. $3 million?
Hey, Sento is history. That sword comes from...
That's not the point, Johnny!
Chris, honey, the parts, the money, they're coming. Steven's movie is just the beginning. That's why I can't cut back. To be a success, I have to project it. If I don't, Johnny Cage is done.
She frowns. Johnny rests his hands on her shoulders. She pushes one hand aside.
I didn't marry Johnny Cage. I married John Carlton. I'd give anything to have him back.
She leaves.
Chris. Come on, Chris, where are you going?
Johnny puts his hands on his head.
Fuck!
He grabs his drink and downs it, then walks back to pour himself another.
How you like that, Mr. A-list?
A black-haired man strides in.
Thank God. Oh, Chris, honey,
Johnny turns and sees the stranger, who wears a sleek black suit and brandishes a long sword.
Where's my wife? What did you...
Your wife left. She's fine. You will be too, if you cooperate.
What do you want?
Sento.
It hangs above a fireplace.
You some kind of hired gun? Or do you know Sento's history?
I know it. It's my family blade.
They circle each other.
No. No way you're Tyra clan. They've been dead for centuries.
Not dead. Hiding. With Sento in my hands, I'll lead us out of the shadows.
That's a great plan, stranger. Except for one thing. Sento's mine. And I won't give it up without a fight.
Fight.
You tried robbing the wrong house. I am the ultimate home security. My rules.
Later at night, the defeated swordsman is tied to a chair. He rouses from unconsciousness, and Johnny sits across from him.
So, you have a name or what?
Kenshi Takahashi.
I knew you weren't Taira clan.
You know nothing, Cage.
400 years ago, the Taira clan were one of Japan's first families. They lost Sento after getting slaughtered at the siege of Aomori.
There were survivors. They hid themselves by shedding the name Taira for Takahashi. They joined the Bakuto for its protection.
The Yakuza's predecessors. From first family to crime family.
I will break us free of the Yakuza's corruption. Reclaim our name and our position. But my clan won't follow me unless I prove that I can lead. That's why I need Sento.
And that's Malibu's finest.
He walks toward the door.
It's a great story. Bullshit. But great. You should seriously consider becoming a screenwriter.
Liu Kang, Scorpion, and Sub-Zero wait outside.
What in the actual fuck?
Good evening, Johnny Cage. I am Liu Kang, protector of Earthrealm. May we enter?
Nothing's being shot here tonight. You sure you're in the right place?
Yes. We come on a matter of grave importance. We must speak to you and your guest.
What?
Johnny narrows his eyes.
How do you know about him?
Because I am the god of fire.
Chris, you vixen. Nicely done. Sure. Come right in. Glowing eyes are a nice touch.
They approach Kenshi, who remains tied up beside an indoor pool.
Kenshi Takahashi. A tragic figure with a noble cause. Your actions this evening do you no credit.
Who are these people?
You tell me. They're your scene partners.
I also know of your struggles, Johnny Cage. I am here to offer you both a path forward.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, come on, guys, let's call this. Chris was a doll to set this up, but as pranks go, this one's a bit obvious.
This is no prank. Ihan, Kuai Liang, if you please.
The blue-robed Sub-Zero starts to untie Kenshi.
All right. I'll play my part in this martial arts LARP. The missus ought to get what you paid for. Okay. Hey, you... Hey, you! Get your damn hands off him. I said, get your hands off.
Johnny grabs him, but Sub-Zero kicks him across the room. Johnny slides into a table where the $10,000 sculpture on top teeters and falls. Scorpion.
Was that necessary, brother? To put him in his place?
That was a Hichuli. One of a kind.
He stands.
All right, I don't care if this is a damn prank. You crossed the line.
Fight.
You guys need a better fight choreographer. And scene. I hope you're insured, because you're paying for my Hichuli.
Imbecile! You have no idea with whom you're dealing.
Liu Kang bursts into flames. The flames dissipate.
That's no special effect.
Indeed, Johnny Cage.
Johnny shifts his footing and glares.
Kuai Liang.
Scorpion bows.
Okay, let's go back to one here. Who are you again?
Lord Liu Kang, protector of Earthrealm, god of fire.
Well, that last one tracks. But what's an Earthrealm?
All will be explained, Johnny Cage. For now, what is important is that you both have been chosen to join its champions.
Why him? Or me, for that matter.
Because I have faith that you will rise to the challenge. And because your service will change the arcs of your lives.
Johnny eyes Kenshi. Later, men spar in a sunlit courtyard. Mountains surround them, and lion statues border the entrance to the courtyard. Red pagodas are situated nearby, and cherry blossoms are in full bloom. Several monks wear brown and orange uniforms. Later, they strike wooden dummies that have small poles sticking out. Others spear their hands into steaming hot sand in rock bowls. Later, a monk with a braid swings at Raiden. And Raiden counters with a flying kick. Raiden strikes and front kicks a third challenger. Hunching over, Raiden shuffles in an offensive stance. He straightens and brings his hands together, fist to flat palm, and the nearby monks do the same. Kung Lao saunters up with a razor-rimmed hat.
That is not a good idea.
It is genius, Raiden. The next time we see Sub-Zero, I will have to thank him for inspiring it.
Ow! See? It won't be effective.
Kung Lao throws the hat like a flying disc. It slices a target and flies back. He catches it by twirling a finger inside it.
Maybe it's too effective.
Johnny walks up.
We just need to get on with it. I've been cooped up here for months. I can't base a cinematic universe on Outworld's monsters and magic if I don't ever see them.
Kenshi joins.
That's why you're here?
Liu Kang said this gig would change the arc of my life. That's how it gets done. My ex will rue the day she gave up on me.
So selfless.
Oh, please, Tattoo. You're just here to get your sword back.
We all have our reasons for being here. Some better than others. But we are not here to fight among ourselves. We are here to fight for Earthrealm.
It's about damn time.
Liu Kang steps out.
And today, one of you will be chosen to fight for it at the tournament.
Only one of us, Lord Liu Kang? Isn't Outworld fielding several champions?
The tournament's rules give the host realm that advantage. And it is Outworld's turn as host.
You know, I don't know why I've never asked this, but, what's our record at this tournament?
Earthrealm and Outworld have long been evenly matched. But Outworld is gaining strength. Should it win, its more militant factions will be emboldened.
I thought you admired Outworld.
It is a place of great knowledge, wealth, and beauty. But our realms do not share goals and beliefs. We coexist peacefully, because Outworld respects our strength. Should we show weakness, our rival will become our enemy.
I will not lose, Lord Liu Kang.
First, you must win the right to represent us. Whichever one of you outlasts the others will be chosen.
He sits on a chair in the middle of the courtyard, and every man except the four kneel.
Raiden, step forward.
Raiden bows.
Good call. Call the weak first.
You shall face him, Johnny Cage.
Ready for your close-up?
All right, let's do this. But remember, farm boy, I'm a global martial arts icon. I don't think you can handle this much boom.
Liu Kang rolls his eyes.
I am ready, Johnny Cage. My mind and spirit fight as one.
Fight!
I don't need stunt doubles.
This fight was an honor.
Raiden helps Johnny up by the hand.
You're welcome.
Kenshi Takahashi, you are next.
Kenshi steps toward Raiden, his sword in hand. He shoots a hard look at Johnny as they walk past each other.
You have skills, Raiden, but you're inexperienced.
Whatever experience I lack, I make up for in heart.
It's nerve, not heart, that wins fights. I should know. I've been in hundreds of them.
Fight!
I shouldn't have taken you lightly. I won't do it again.
Do you still question my nerve?
I do not. Yours was a well-earned victory.
Kenshi and Raiden bow to each other.
You may rest, Raiden. This evening, you will face your final opponent.
Kung Lao smiles at Raiden. That night, Liu Kang sits on a chair among the other monks. Raiden and Kung Lao kneel facing each other, then get to their feet in unison.
$50 says Kung Lao wins.
Make it interesting. Bet me cento.
Not on your life.
Liu Kang stands.
Raiden, Kung Lao, the winner of this match will represent Earthrealm against Outworld. It is a grave duty, not to be undertaken lightly. You may step back now and suffer no dishonor.
I choose to fight, Lord Liu Kang.
As do I.
Then may the best person win.
Liu Kang bows to each of them in turn, then returns to his chair. Kung Lao grins at Raiden.
Concede, Raiden. You have never beaten me. That won't change today.
No. If the monks have taught us one thing, it's that the only constant in the universe is change.
Fight!
That was pure luck, Raiden. Like lightning, you won't strike.
is a first time for everything, Kung Lao.
Raiden helps Kung Lao up.
Although you have all trained well, Raiden has excelled. This outcome does not surprise me.
Kung Lao hangs his head.
How could I have...
He gathers himself.
Congratulations, Raiden.
For the tournament, you will need this.
Raiden takes a small metallic amulet with a dragon symbol glowing on its surface from Liu Kang. Electricity crackles from it onto his palm.
Forged by the Elder Gods, it gives the wearer power over lightning and thunder. Go ahead, try it.
Kung Lao and Liu Kang watch as Raiden slowly turns around, staring at the amulet. Electricity surges from it into his fingertips. Johnny records video with his phone as Raiden channels a bolt of lightning at a large statue.
Holy Ark of the Covenant!
Raiden stops.
It is incredible. But is it necessary?
In addition to possessing great might, the Outworlders you will face also wield great magic. The amulet levels the playing field.
You must be careful, Raiden. You could get hurt. Even killed.
No tournament participant has ever been grievously injured or killed. I would never send my champions unwittingly into mortal combat. We leave in 7 days for Outworld's capital, Sundo. The tournament will be held at the palace of Empress Sindel.
Raiden, Kung Lao, Johnny, Kenshi, and the monks follow Liu Kang into a temple with numerous dragon statues coiling near its entrance. Liu Kang waves his hands around in a flowing motion, then a portal opens.
Outworld can be both alien and intoxicating to Earthrealmers. Do not become drawn in. You must focus on the task at hand.
Johnny records the portal, a swirling vortex of fiery light as it washes everything in orange. He turns the camera to Kenshi while they all step toward the portal. Kenshi smacks his hand away. One by one, the fighters step through the portal. Blue, white, and purple light flows out of a tall stone gate like mist. Liu Kang and the others emerge from it and enter a courtyard filled with lush greenery and flowers. Johnny smirks as he records their surroundings.
Toto, I have a feeling we're not Kansas anymore.
2 women approach them from a row of others wielding spears.
Oh my. Are those?
Empress Sindel's daughters, yes.
He casts Johnny a look.
They do not disappoint.
We are Earthrealm's ambassadors, Johnny. We'll show them respect, not unwanted attention.
Johnny gives Raiden an exaggerated wink as they walk past a guard. The Earthrealmers bow to the 2 elegant princesses. One, dressed in a deep magenta, inclines her head.
Lord Liu Kang, welcome.
Thank you, Princess Melina.
You remember my sister?
Of course. Princess Kitana. May I introduce Johnny Cage, Kung Lao, Kenshi Takahashi, and Earthrealm's champion, Raiden.
Raiden bows his head.
I hope you're prepared, Raiden. Our champions are determined to win.
None more so than me. It's been too long since we've known victory.
Princess Melina, we should be on our way. Empress Sindel awaits.
Thank you, Tanya. Follow me, please.
Melina, Kitana, and the guard Tanya lead the fighters down a tiled pathway lined with numerous armored women holding spears and shields. Grinning, a large 4-armed humanoid plays a drum while leading 2 luxurious carriages, each pulled by teams of horses. Groups of spear women march alongside them as they gradually travel down a broad path hedged in by buildings made of bamboo and wood. Dozens of people in colorful clothes and costumes stand on either side of the pathway and watch or dance. The royal daughters and the Earthrealmers watch the people go by from the carriages.
Those are Centaurians. And Shokan.
The 6-armed beings are not Nadans.
The monks described them, but seeing them in person?
I see.
Raiden. Liu Kang. Kano. Serena. Frost. Tomb of the Dragon Army.
Flee the storm!
Raiden helps Kung Lao up.
Although you have all trained well, Raiden has excelled. This outcome does not surprise me.
Kung Lao hangs his head.
How could I have...
He gathers himself.
Congratulations, Raiden.
For the tournament, you will need this.
Raiden takes a small metallic amulet with a dragon symbol glowing on its surface from Liu Kang. Electricity crackles from it onto his palm.
Forged by the Elder Gods, it gives the wearer power over lightning and thunder. Go ahead, try it.
Kung Lao and Liu Kang watch as Raiden slowly turns around, staring at the amulet. Electricity surges from it into his fingertips. Johnny records video with his phone as Raiden channels a bolt of lightning at a large statue.
Holy Ark of the Covenant!
Raiden stops.
It is incredible. But is it necessary?
In addition to possessing great might, the Outworlders you will face also wield great magic. The amulet levels the playing field.
You must be careful, Raiden. You could get hurt. Even killed.
No tournament participant has ever been grievously injured or killed. I would never send my champions unwittingly into mortal combat. We leave in 7 days for Outworld's capital, Sundo. The tournament will be held at the palace of Empress Sindel.
Raiden, Kung Lao, Johnny, Kenshi, and the monks follow Liu Kang into a temple with numerous dragon statues coiling near its entrance. Liu Kang waves his hands around in a flowing motion, then a portal opens.
Outworld can be both alien and intoxicating to Earthrealmers. Do not become drawn in. You must focus on the task at hand.
Johnny records the portal, a swirling vortex of fiery light as it washes everything in orange. He turns the camera to Kenshi while they all step toward the portal. Kenshi smacks his hand away. One by one, the fighters step through the portal. Blue, white, and purple light flows out of a tall stone gate like mist. Liu Kang and the others emerge from it and enter a courtyard filled with lush greenery and flowers. Johnny smirks as he records their surroundings.
Toto, I have a feeling we're not Kansas anymore.
2 women approach them from a row of others wielding spears.
My... Are those?
Empress Sindel's daughters, yes.
He casts Johnny a look.
They do not disappoint.
We are Earthrealm's ambassadors, Johnny. We'll show them respect, not unwanted attention.
Johnny gives Raiden an exaggerated wink as they walk past a guard. The Earthrealmers bow to the 2 elegant princesses. One, dressed in a deep magenta, inclines her head.
Lord Liu Kang, welcome.
Thank you, Princess Melina.
You remember my sister?
Of course. Princess Kitana. May I introduce Johnny Cage, Kung Lao, Kenshi Takahashi, and Earthrealm's champion, Raiden.
Raiden bows his head.
I hope you're prepared, Raiden. Our champions are determined to win.
None more so than me. It's been too long since we've known victory.
Princess Melina, we should be on our way. Empress Sindel awaits.
Thank you, Tanya. Follow me, please.
Melina, Kitana, and the guard Tanya lead the fighters down a tiled pathway lined with numerous armored women holding spears and shields. Grinning, a large 4-armed humanoid plays a drum while leading 2 luxurious carriages, each pulled by teams of horses. Groups of spear women march alongside them as they gradually travel down a broad path hedged in by buildings made of bamboo and wood. Dozens of people in colorful clothes and costumes stand on either side of the pathway and watch or dance. The royal daughters and the Earthrealmers watch the people go by from the carriages.
Those are Centaurians. And Shokan.
The 6-armed beings are not Nodens.
The monks described them, but seeing them in person?
I see that Her Majesty once again spares no expense on the festival.
Should she not? It commemorates my late father.
I admire, Princess. I do not judge. As did all of Outworld, I valued greatly Jared's fellowship.
Melina looks over her shoulder at a woman with a ponytail observing a group of people walking away, hands bound behind their backs. Melina scowls, then pounds on the carriage. The carriage grinds to a halt and Melina steps out. She stomps to the woman with the ponytail.
First Constable, our route was to be clear. This couldn't wait?
Should I allow Tarkatans to infect the city, Your Highness? Those arrested were harboring some here, rather than report them for quarantine.
The Earthrealmers cannot be privy to our secrets, Li Mei. As Sundo's first constable, you must show better judgment. Perhaps that's too much to expect.
Melina looks Li Mei up and down before walking off.
Princess Melina doesn't seem to like her very much.
Li Mei used to lead the Umgadi, the palace guard. It was on her watch that the princess's father was murdered.
Decorative waterfalls pour around the front of a vast, ornate palace. The Earthrealmers stand inside a throne room crowded with Outworlders.
Worry expends energy for no purpose, Raiden.
But the tournament, if I lose...
Focus on your actions, not the outcome. It is all you can control.
A large, armored humanoid with 2 twisting horns approaches. He shoulders his way past onlookers.
Red alert. Incoming stock villain.
General Shao. Do not let him goad you.
General Shao stops before the warriors.
Is it me, or is Earthrealm's champion scrawnier than usual?
Would you care to test his strength? Raiden will
prove himself soon enough.
Have you exists?
It is safer that way, General.
I suppose so. Your people's frail minds couldn't handle the truth.
You presume them frail, General. Should you, given how frequently they win this tournament?
We will destroy your champion, Liu Kang. He will taste no victory.
He stomps off. A silver-haired woman in rich purple and silver armor approaches the warriors with Melina and Kitana on her right and left. Sunlight falls onto the 3 women in patches, glimmering on the silver bands and accents of their armor. Melina's a deep pink and Kitana's a vivid blue. The silver-haired woman sits on a purple and silver throne resting on a dais. Kitana and Melina take lavish chairs on her right and left.
Welcome, members of the Royal House. Welcome, our esteemed Earthrealm guests. We gather once again to honor my late husband's legacy, to continue the tournament that he founded with Lord Liu Kang, in hopes that it would foster peace among realms. May Jared's soul watch over us with pride from its resting place in the living forest.
She smiles tightly.
Lord Liu Kang.
Empress Sindel, it pleases me to once again be your guest.
Here, you are always welcome. Now, let us meet your champion.
Earthrealm's champion is Raiden, Your Majesty. He has earned his place by embodying the very best qualities of Earthrealm's people.
You seem nervous, young man.
I'm a stranger in an unfamiliar land, here to compete against its greatest fighters. Yes, I am nervous.
As you should be. You have a difficult path ahead.
Sindel gets to her feet and holds her arms out.
It has begun. As tradition requires, Outworld's initial competitor will be Sundo's first constable, Li Mei. May she defend our realm's glory, as well as she preserves our capital's order.
Li Mei steps to the dais.
Your Majesty, I will honor both the Royal House and all of Outworld with my combat.
If so, you will vastly exceed my expectations. Remember, were it not for Jared's tradition, you would not be here.
Li Mei's face falls as the Empress shoots her a sharp look. Liu Kang places a hand on Raiden's shoulder.
All you need do is your best. The rest will take care of itself.
Yes, Lord Liu Kang. Victories.
I will prevail, Earthrealmer. This fight is more important to me than you can ever know.
Fight!
but not nearly well enough. This fight is more important to me than you can ever know.
Fight.
I will admit it. That tested me. Thank you for the match, First Constable.
Li Mei rigidly bows to Raiden. He bows back. Li Mei turns and leaves the throne room. The spectators huddle together as they watch her go. Raiden stands before Sindel's dais.
My compliments, Raiden, on a well-fought match. We'll see how you fare in the next. General Shao, whom have you chosen as our next competitor?
Your Majesty, I have chosen Reiko, my second in command. As a boy, Reiko was orphaned during the Kafala War. Though captured, his spirit remained unbroken. He scratched, clawed, and survived. After the war, I took him in, molded him into the perfect soldier. Few others are as well versed in the ways of war.
Reiko stands near Raiden and performs a combination of elbow strikes, knees, and punches before jumping and spin kicking. He glowers at Raiden.
In whose army have you served? In what wars have you fought?
I have done neither.
Then you are woefully unprepared, Earthrealmer. This will be your last battlefield. Fight! Thunder rolls.
fight to... I may not have faced war, but I am a warrior.
Raiden lowers his hands.
Felled by a simple farmer.
General Shao curls his lip and walks off as Raiden turns to Sindel.
I am ready for my next opponent, Your Majesty. Whom shall I face?
Patience, young man.
She stands.
We are adjourned until first light. I hope to see you all at this evening's banquet.
The Empress smiles softly. That evening, Kung Lao wolfs down food beside Kenshi. They sit at one of 3 large banquet tables in a broad courtyard. Sindel sits at the head table. Strange plants glow with soft purples and blues behind her. General Shao and Reiko gape at Kung Lao as he rapidly eats and drinks wine. Johnny sips wine near Katana.
I'm sorry, you're 10,000 years old? Oh, talk about aging gracefully.
Katana reaches for wine.
What do you see in him?
He is a hero, Raiden, though he may not yet know it. Do you recognize everyone here?
Most, yes. From your descriptions. Except for him.
That is Rain, the High Mage of Outworld. Not his given name, but one earned due to his mastery of water magic.
Rain smiles at them from his seat at a table. Tanya steps to Melina as she clutches her stomach.
Are you unwell, Princess?
I am fine, Tanya.
Melina winces.
I know I'm to fight Melina, but will I also face Tanya?
By tradition, you should not. If you did, you would be tested.
Why?
Umgadi, like Tanya, are warrior priestesses, selected from the firstborn daughters of Outworld. From infancy, they are trained to defend the royal family.
Outworld must see much conflict if the Empress needs such protection.
Its past has been difficult, though the last 1,000 years of Empress Sindel's reign have been a true golden age. The memories of that strife still linger.
Liu Kang gives Raiden a soft smile. Sindel stands and lifts a glass of wine.
My husband Jared believed that the future of our realms lay together. Let us move forward in open dialogue, letting no secrets tear our bonds asunder.
Everyone stands with a wine glass raised.
Your Majesty, it's an honor to be here and to meet your people. I can already see there's more that joins us than divides us.
Our peoples could not be more different, champion.
Excuse me?
You heard me. Earthrealmers are devoid of all...
That's enough, General.
She gives him a firm look.
My apologies, Your Majesty. Perhaps I've enjoyed too much of this excellent wine. With your permission...
You may go.
General Shao woodenly turns and throws his glass. He marches off with Reiko in tow. Later, Sindel glares at Shao in her chambers.
It is bad enough we may lose to the Earthrealmers, but then you go and drunkenly insult them? You needlessly stain my honor and your family's proud military tradition.
May I speak freely, Your Majesty?
Again with this? If you must.
We must act on the Sorcerer's prophecy. He warns that Liu Kang will conquer Outworld.
And his predictions are usually impeccable. But I've no proof of Liu Kang's ill intent. His interventions have kept Outworld at peace for centuries.
He herds us into compromises, shackles our independence. If we could meet our enemies in battle, we'll take...
You would consign us to endless war!
Better that than be Liu Kang's lapdog.
Sindel's eyes harden.
If I see evidence of the prophecy's accuracy, we will act. But only then, and only at my command. Did not your illustrious father teach you that war is the last resort, not the first?
He did, Your Majesty.
Do not forget that, General.
She glares at him, face to face.
Come.
Melina and Katana open the chamber's doorway and enter as General Shao leaves.
You asked to see us?
I saw what happened this evening.
There was nothing. Something I ate.
Was it? I can't chance it, can I? If you fight tomorrow, the symptoms of your disease could manifest. Katana will take your place.
What? There are already whispers she should replace me as your heir. This will make them screams!
Your illness is your fault. Why you left the palace that night unattended is still beyond me.
I just needed time alone, away from all this. I never thought that...
That's your problem, Melina. You never think.
A mother is only trying to protect you, sister. If your disease becomes known, you will be banished to the wastes. For you to hold the throne, we must keep your secret.
Melina pulls her arm away from Katana's hand and strides out of the room. The next day, Sindel sits in a lavish chair in the courtyard. Raiden stands before her.
You continue to surprise Raiden. Among others, you have defeated Kotal, Motaro, and Shiva. Only 2 fights remain. Are you ready, Earthrealmer?
I am, Your Majesty.
Then next, you face my daughter, Katana.
Katana strides to them. Liu Kang steps between her and Raiden.
Your Majesty, this is unprecedented. Raiden's next opponent should be your heir.
Melina is unavailable. She's away on pressing Imperial business.
But I have not prepared him to battle Katana.
He's already demonstrated great skill. Can he not improvise?
Do not worry. I can do this.
Very well.
I will be no easier to fight than my sister, Earthrealmer.
I suffer under no such delusion, Your Highness.
I will win this fight. For her, my Empress, and all of Outworld.
Fight!
This isn't done yet. Face me.
You fight well, Princess.
Katana stands.
As do you, Earthrealmer. Surprisingly so.
I hope we meet again. Under different circumstances.
He beams at her.
It's time for the final match. It's a testament to your abilities that you've made it thus far. But now you must face General Shao.
General Shao approaches.
Victor of the Tavarian War. Conqueror of the Kwatan Plains. Defender of the Navala Coast. As has his family for generations, General Shao defends us with zeal and tenacity. All of Outworld is grateful for his service.
That's a notable list of accomplishments, General.
It is a mere fraction of them. A full recitation would take days.
Fight!
over. I have done it.
Sindel stands.
Congratulations, Raiden. Earthrealm wins.
Head held high, Sindel leads Katana away from the courtyard. Raiden Raiden holds a hand out to Shao.
May I assist you?
Stay away, Earthrealmer.
Raiden's face tightens.
Well done. You have exceeded my greatest expectations.
Thank you, Lord Liu Kang.
Because of you, the Outworlders who would disturb the peace will once again be held at bay.
Smiling, Liu Kang places a hand on Raiden's shoulder.
Come. Let us bid our hosts farewell and return to Earthrealm.
Kung Lao, Johnny, and Kenshi bow to Raiden.
All right, yeah. That was great.
Very impressive.
That night, Liu Kang sits in an ornate room before a fire in a brazier, his eyes shut. He opens his eyes. Sand whirls on the other side of the room. It resolves into a dark-skinned man with glowing eyes and a bald head.
Geras, my old friend. It's been eons. It's good to see you.
Likewise, Lord Liu Kang. I have watched you with the Hourglass. You are relishing your role as Earthrealm's protector.
It suits me far better than being Keeper of Time ever did. I never wanted to replace Kronika. Being history's architect drove her mad. I had no wish to share her fate. Which is why I am forever grateful that you volunteered to safeguard the Hourglass. Despite my having relinquished its power, the new era has unfolded as it should.
Geras takes a Jaguar figurine from a shelf.
You created me in your own image. Duty is my highest calling.
While I am glad you are here, you are not one for social calls. Is there trouble with the Hourglass?
With something it has shown me.
What, Geras?
When you restarted history, you altered the destinies of certain malefactors to neutralize them. At least one of them is defying that destiny. Shang Tsung.
Go on.
He has escaped his meaningless life and is on his way to becoming a powerful sorcerer. He has already infiltrated Sindel's court.
I saw no sign of him during the tournament. But if that snake is in Sindel's ear...
Your vision of peace may already be compromised.
I appreciate this warning, Geras. I will investigate. Please return to the Hourglass and see what else you can learn.
The next day, Kenshi looks at a drawing of Shang Tsung with Johnny and Kung Lao.
So we find him in Outworld and bring him here for questioning?
Yes. If what I fear has happened, he is a grave threat to the realms.
Anything else?
Shang Tsung is a master of deceit. Do not trust a word he utters.
Sounds a lot like my first agents.
It's a tricky mission. I'd rather Raiden go along than this one.
Hey, this one is up for the job.
This mission must be done quietly. I am breaking my word with Empress Sindel by sending you into Outworld without her knowledge. Due to the tournament, Raiden is now a familiar face there. Sending him will only increase your risk of being discovered.
He raises a metal device.
This talisman is attuned to Shang Tsung's chi. Follow it to him. And be careful. May the Elder Gods protect you.
Kenshi takes the talisman, then trades a look with Johnny. The three men walk through a vast desert at night, flashlights shining through the dark.
Are we there yet?
Again? How old are you? 5?
What can I say? These boots weren't made for walking.
If that is the most pain you feel today, consider yourself lucky.
Oh, I'm already lucky. I've got Sento strapped to my back.
I will reclaim it, Cage.
Got 3 million? It's yours.
You know I don't have it.
I bet your Yakuza pals could come up with it. Oh, that's right. You blew them off. If there's one lesson Hollywood's taught me, it's never burn bridges. You never know who can help.
The Yakuza are leeches, bleeding out those too weak to resist. I grew up in that life, and I never understood it. Why my gain required others' pain. I got out. I need my clan out too. We can't be part of their crimes any longer.
Scowling, Kenshi looks down at the talisman in his palm as it glows red. He turns around and walks off. Kung Lao shines his flashlight in Johnny's face before following Kenshi away. Johnny walks after the other two. Kenshi holds the talisman out while standing on the edge of a cliff. They survey a village made of buildings carved from large rock formations. A mass of soldiers with spears battle a horde of humanoid creatures with long fangs jutting from their mouths.
What's your precious say?
That Shang Tsung is among those... things.
Oh, my fans are gonna go nuts cosplaying them a Cage Gone.
Johnny records the battle with his phone. Two soldiers shove one of the creatures through an alleyway in the stone city, his arms tied behind his back with rope. The creature thrashes in their grasp. Firelight shines on his multitude of large fangs and bald head. Shang Tsung approaches.
Hold him still. If he squirms, I cannot extract marrow.
He raises a large syringe.
That's Shang Tsung. Let's jump him after he's done. Oh, in Fists of Iron, we did this thing where we're
not basing strategy on your movies, Cage.
Let me go! You can't do this!
A soldier forces the bald creature to his knees.
The wound will heal in time. It is a small price to pay for progress.
He plunges the syringe into the back of the creature's neck. The creature breaks his restraints, then stabs each of the guards with a bone spike extending from his arms before turning to Shang Tsung. The horde of creatures overwhelm the soldiers outside the village. Shang Tsung blocks a combination of punches and kicks the bald creature throws. The creature spin kicks Shang Tsung's head.
On second thought, this scene's playing fine without us. Yeah, I say we let him finish it.
We have to save Shang Tsung. Liu Kang needs him alive.
The Earthrealm is bound down large stones leading from the cliff. The bald creature punches Shang Tsung to the ground. Kenshi jumps onto his back just as the bone spikes erupt from his arms. The creature kicks Johnny and Kung Lao away. Shang Tsung scrambles back, then smirks and transforms into a toothy creature. He slips past the horde.
How did he do that?
The bald creature shoves Kenshi away. Kung Lao and Johnny stand before the horde.
I would have killed him but for you.
I get why you'd want to, but you can't.
You're one of his minions. You'll die in his place.
Fight.
Just made him angry.
Kenshi sheathes his sword.
Now please, let me explain.
The horde surrounds them.
You got us into this. How about getting us out?
I know what this looks like, but we don't work for Shang Tsung.
If not, why save him?
Because Liu Kang, Earthrealm's protector, wants to question him. He thinks Shang Tsung may be a threat to both our realms.
He holds out his hand.
I'm Kenshi Takahashi.
Our kind do not shake hands.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend.
Don't you know what we are?
No, we don't.
We are victims of Tarkat. The disease is not easily gotten, but you can't risk more close exposure.
Johnny nervously wipes his hands.
It disfigures, then debilitates. In time, it will turn us all into bloodthirsty monsters. Death is our only release.
So you weren't always like this?
I was once a rich merchant, but when I became ill, I was banished. Now I run this colony. I am Baraka.
What does Shang Tsung want with your bone marrow, Baraka?
I don't know, but he comes here each month to harvest it.
Release us, and we'll capture Shang Tsung. And we'll find out why he's been coming here. I promise.
Baraka looks back at the others.
Let them go.
Thank you. We won't let you down.
Kenshi looks down at the talisman.
Damn. This was guiding us to Shang Tsung. Now we can't find him.
His laboratory is near. I'll take you.
Morning light shines. Baraka leads the trio toward a wood and stone tower rising over a river. 2 water wheels spin nearby.
Any idea what to expect?
No. I've never been inside.
Stay here. We'll check it out.
Kenshi, Kung Lao, and Johnny step to a long bridge stretching from the bank to the tower. The 3 men sneak through the tower to a laboratory.
The addition of crushed chitin larva proved an inspired choice. In testing, outcomes improved significantly. I have modified the formula since the last time it was administered.
Kenshi motions for silence as the others trail him up a staircase.
This new serum is exactly what we need. Its effects will be immediate and long-lasting.
How can you be sure?
Because it is brewed from freshly extracted Tarkatan marrow. It couldn't be more potent.
He raises the syringe, full of liquid. Melina lies on a medical table by him, eyes shut. Rain and Tanya stand nearby.
He is infecting Melina with Tarkat.
Shang Tsung taps the syringe.
And he's got 2 of Sindel's top dogs in on it. No wonder Liu Kang is worried about this guy.
We need to stop him.
Save a distressed damsel? Sure thing.
Johnny smirks, then runs into the laboratory with Kung Lao and Kenshi. They square off against Tanya, Rain, and Shang Tsung.
Get away from her, you bitch.
Excuse me?
You know, the movie. Tiny girl, ginormous alien.
Ripley!
No? Seriously?
Earthrealmers. How did they find it?
They've already seen too much.
Tanya charges with a 3-section staff. Johnny blocks her attack, then Kung Lao kicks her back. Kenshi spin kicks the syringe from Shang Tsung's hand.
I need time. Buy it for me. Liu Kang sent you, didn't he? Sent you to learn our secrets.
He sent us here for Shang Tsung, but it looks like he's just part of the problem.
Fight!
mage is brought low.
Tanya whirls her 3-section staff around and strikes Kung Lao's face, then jumps and bashes Johnny's head. Kenshi grabs her from behind. He starts to throw her back, but she rides the momentum and flips away.
I thought Umgadi were loyal to the royal house. Yet here you are, scheming against the princess.
You trespass in Outworld, interfere in Imperial matters. It is you, not I, who is the schemer here.
Fight!
Your plot ends here, Umgadi.
The attacker jabs the victim with 3 strikes, then knocks them away with an elbow to the head. Tanya vaults forward, leaving her staff lodged in the ground. She leaps to kick the victim's face through the staff.
Your plot is over.
Kenshi strides to Shang Tsung.
Step away from the table.
This is twice you've been a thorn in my side. You Earthrealmers do have unhealthy habits.
You heard him. You're not infecting her with Tarkat.
I am trying to protect her, not infect her.
We've heard about how you lie. Excuse us if we're skeptical. Cover him.
Kung Lao and Johnny move to Shang Tsung while Kenshi rushes to Melina. He holds a hand to her head as she lies inert.
Princess, are you all right?
Is it over?
Yes, you're safe. We've stopped Shang Tsung.
Stopped him? Why?
Melina starts to violently spasm.
Princess! Princess!
She hits him.
What did you do to her?
It's what you've done, fool. Let me help her before it's too late.
Kenshi backs away while Melina's teeth transform into fangs. Convulsing, she sits up and turns to Kenshi. Mandibles unfurl from her jaw and a long tongue waggles out. She breaks the metal restraint on her wrist and stands.
Now do you believe, Earthrealmers?
What do we do?
Keep her occupied. I need time to finish more serum.
Johnny, a hand?
We got pages for this? Or are we winging it?
Whatever we do, we can't hurt her.
Her? I'm worried about us.
Melina bounds to Johnny and claws at him.
Princess, we can help you.
Your blood. I smell it. How sweet it will be to lick off my fingers.
Fight!
Don't deny me your flesh. I must feed.
Johnny, Kung Lao, help hold her down.
Kung Lao and Johnny scramble to Melina and grab her.
It's now or never, Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung fills a syringe with liquid as Melina throws Johnny and Kung Lao off. Melina dashes to a table and grabs her sai blades from it, then leaps at Kenshi and impales his eyes with them.
Kenshi!
She rips the blades free. Shang Tsung injects the syringe into her neck. He holds her as she goes still. She sags to the floor as her Takatan features transform back to normal.
By the gods! Melina!
Katana, General Shao, and an armored Shokan burst into the lab.
What's happened here, sorcerer?
These men were sent to disrupt your sister's treatment and scandalize Outworld by revealing her illness.
What? That's totally fake news! Princess, we were...
The Shokan punches him hard, then pummels Kung Lao to the floor.
Thank you, Goro. I've no stomach for Earthrealm lies. We should detain the Earthrealmers and the Tarkatan we found outside. At least until the Empress is ready to respond to this incursion.
Agreed.
General Shao gestures to 4 soldiers. They haul Kenshi, Johnny, and Kung Lao away.
But she must realize that this incident proves Earthrealm's bad faith. We must strike them now to protect ourselves.
No. They would not do this. There must be a misunderstanding.
They all turn to a portal made of spiraling green light opening nearby. A bald outworlder with tawny skin emerges from the portal and regards them all. He has black markings around his eyes and a red symbol tattooed on his head.
It is no misunderstanding, Princess. It is a confirmation of my prophecy. Left unchecked, Liu Kang will conquer Outworld.
He kneels by Katana.
I apologize for not arriving sooner to defend your sister. I am glad she received her treatment.
The princess is safe, but the threat from Earthrealm remains.
Yes. Quan Chi, when do you anticipate they will strike?
Soon. Today's events were foretold in the final quatrains of the prophecy.
Then I am right. We must act now, Princess.
I will take your concerns to the Empress. It is for her to decide. Rain, Tanya, assist me.
Rain and Tanya lift Melina from the floor. Rain carries Melina out of the laboratory with Tanya supporting her lolling head.
What truly happened here, Sorcerer?
That the Earthrealmers interrupted the princess's treatment was happenstance. They were here to capture me for Liu Kang.
You? Why?
That I must investigate. For now, let us revel in our good fortune. The Earthrealm's serendipitous arrival has given us ample evidence to convince the Empress of the truth of Quan Chi's prophecy.
Conflict with Earthrealm is now inevitable.
Not necessarily. The Empress has never been eager for conflict.
If she resists, she will be replaced. Outworld needs a steadfast leader.
A leader like you, perhaps.
If my realm requires it of me.
Shang Tsung smirks at Shao.
Kill the Earthrealmers. They cannot report back to Liu Kang.
Their deaths will also feed the ire between realms.
2 birds, 1 stone.
Our benefactor will be pleased.
She needs the realms at war, not at the brink of it, in order to conquer them both. Only then will we rule at her side.
Before she found me languishing in the mines, I would not have thought such a thing possible. But soon, Sheila transformed us from serfs into scions.
Quan Chi stares at Shang Tsung unblinkingly. twitching, multi-armed Takatin hybrid hangs from manacles chained to the ceiling of a dimly lit dungeon. A fanged face stares out from the creature's chest, and tongues stick out from its armpits. Blood oozes from its body and into a drain on the floor. Another creature missing its lower body hangs from manacles. Its guts hang to the floor. Baraka slams on the